everyone, it's Amanda with the Happy Arkansan, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do a Facebook cover photo on Photoshop. And not just any cover photo, but a really pretty one. And so this is mainly for people who are doing this for a Facebook page, like a personal page. The dimensions are a little bit different on a business page, so obviously you can change the dimensions to be whatever you want. Honestly, it's pretty much the exact same across the board, just different dimensions. It's not really that different. So, first thing we did is we already changed it, but you want to change your foreground color over here because you'll need this for the background later. You can do that when the time comes or before you get started. And this is kind of the layout we're going to follow, but I'm going to do it from start to finish with you guys. So we're going to open a new document, and so it might take a second. And as you can see here, my layout is 851 and 350 by 315, and it's on a white background with RGB color, and it's 500 pixels per inch with a resolution. It doesn't have to be that crazy. I think like the recommended resolution for most things is like 300. And for like online stuff, it's even lower than that normally. But I just like to have a lot of dimension. I have to have a lot of resolution. Just so it's really high quality. So we're going to create this real quick. So once it's created and nice and creative, we're going to add some color. Add some text, sorry. And it's already playlist. And I already have a quote in mind. It's stop wishing, start doing. And so that is what my quote I had in mind was. And so I want to center that real quick. And then we're going to go back into the text. And I downloaded this really awesome thing from Creative Market, which I'll include a link to in the description bar, called Gold Rush. And it's essentially like, it's actually really cool because you can do more than just gold. It has like rose gold textures and all kinds of awesome textures or like styles in there. And so essentially it like makes this whole thing right here gold or rose gold or like different things. There's even like silver stuff. So as you can see, like in the corner over here, there's some rose gold stuff, there's some silver stuff, there's other stuff there too that I just haven't uploaded in there yet. But yeah, so you can basically go in, and sometimes it's a little finicky. Yes. So you can do that, or like, and you can just kind of cycle through and like whatever makes sense for what you're wanting to do. Maybe you want to do rose gold even. So there's all kinds of like lovely like stuff in here, like layout wise. You can do like silver. And like I said, there's other stuff that I just haven't uploaded in here yet. So all sorts of like foily like stuff that's really nice. But I think we're going to stick with gold. Because that's what I want to do. So we're going to make sure that's all nice and centered again because I'm wary. Okay, and so now we're going to use a brush. So brushes are really awesome. And I have some really cool brushes that I just uploaded to my Photoshop. And I'll also link those down below. And there'll be affiliate links. All the Creative Market links will be. So I will get a commission if you decide to purchase anything from Creative Market. But I love Creative Market, and when I tell you they take all of my money, they take all of my money. Like right now I have some credits, and it's taken all of my money not to just spend them all in one day. Because I could just like spend all kinds of bouquets amounts of money. So if you love like creating online or like just logos or like any kind of like pictures and stuff, Instagram images, like all kinds of stuff you can do on Photoshop, and I love using stuff I get from Creative Market to make that even better. So then we're going to go into a brush. So you got to choose the brush tool. And so like I said, I just downloaded all these like cool watercolor brushes. So the watercolor, like any brush that you use, gets your color from the foreground color you've already picked. So that's why I've already done it. And so when you do this, you want to create all of your work for anything in a background. Like you want to create it in a separate file and a separate layer on your thing from your text. So in this case, I have a background layer, but if you don't have a layer already, you just have a text layer, you want to click layer and click new. And so since I already have this background layer, that's what I'm gonna do my brush strokes on. But if you don't have that, you need to make a new layer because it's easier to delete stuff if you have a new layer. And plus, with layers, if you paint on this, if you use the brush tool on the same layer as your text will need to be vectorized, which means that you can no longer edit the text. So if you think you might want to edit the text later based on the background, which may be the case, like maybe at first I thought that this would be okay, but then after seeing it, I want to change the gold foil. And if you design on the same thing, you can't do that. So always design your brushes, your brush strokes, and your text on different layers so you can go back and edit if necessary. So as you can see here, that's what happens when you use this brush. And I'm not sure if this is the brush I'm going to use. This is the brush I used for this one. Is that brush right there. I used like a bigger one, and then I kind of toned it down to like get in between stuff. So I'm not sure if that's what I want to use though. So we're going to undo brush tool real quick. And we're going to kind of look through the brushes. Like I said, a lot of these come from Creative Market, and which I'll link the tool I got. I think it was like $10. It was very cheap actually. So it was actually a really nice deal for $10. And I think I got like 180 brushes. So it was a really, really awesome deal. So mine's taking a little longer than I was expecting. Okay, I think it's done now though. Oh my goodness, that's humongous. We're gonna have to tone that down a lot. No wonder it took so long. So that's another thing I could do, but I'm probably not. And so the reason I love like designing in different ones is because I can erase without erasing the text. And so it also can make some really cool like tools if you erase your stuff in places that you want to erase. So we're going to look through and see if we can find some other tools that we might want to use. Sometimes you just got to look and see what you have and what you think would be nice. I really like this one. It's $2.44. Let's see. Kind of looks like flowers. And because it's watercolor, it's going to like kind of go over top each other and like make interesting little like differences. So, and now you probably want to go in and make it a little smaller to get those little tiny pieces where it doesn't quite work. And yeah, you can just kind of go in and see like what you want to do and how you want to like expand it. Anything you think needs a little bit more color, you can do it there. So I mean, that's basically the tutorial, and then obviously you want to save it however you decide to save your images. It's a really quick and easy thing to do. So you want to get a file, and what I normally do is save as. And I have this Instagram lib thing that I've been doing. So stop wishing. And then you can save the PSD, but I don't normally always do that. I normally just go to PNG and save it as a PNG. And then like you can use that online. So yeah. That's it. That's the tutorial. It's very quick, very easy, very simple. And then you can obviously go in, you can save the PSD so you can go back and edit it later if you want. But starting from scratch is not bad. But you can just do save as and then save the PSD file as well as the original file if you want to do that. So there's the tutorial, and I hope you guys loved it, and I hope you guys got a lot out of it, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!